So the repairs on this part have been completed now, and the rest of the clock parts have been cleaned. And you can see the cleanup work I did on this, filing off the excess solder. I did have to heat this up and move it over a little bit to make the tension correct. I had it too tight as initially placed on there. But it's all back together, and the clock's ready for reassembly. All the parts, as you can see here, have been cleaned. So the first step is the springs. We need to get the springs reattached to the main wheels. And the two springs are identical, so it doesn't matter which side they go on as long as you get them installed in the correct direction. Obviously you can see the click here points in the direction in which it turns the wind, and so you would have the spring turning this way. So that gives you an idea the end of the spring is going to point in the opposite direction. And what we'll do first is get the spring attached to the hook in the middle again, and might need to use the, what I do is press it and turn until I feel it snap back into position. You should feel it be able to snap back in. I'm just sort of winding it up, holding it, and it feels like it's back into place. So we can put this on the mainspring winder and put the retainer back on it. Move some things around so I can move the desk light / tripod over to the mainspring winder here. Yeah, I'm sorry about those previous videos. That was horrible. I've got quite a Rube Goldberg type of setup here going on now, with the camera mounted to a light switch plate that's attached with some magnets to my Dazor desk light that's sitting on the desk here. And so I'm doing this totally hands-free without the camera getting in the way. And this is basically the reverse of the process that was used when the mainsprings were taken out for the initial cleaning. Get that in the position there where I like it. Tighten that up. And what I'm going to have to do is hold this. I don't want the click to be in operation during this process. So I'm going to take the spring and release it again. Okay, so there's a little bit of friction here between the wheel and the arbor because of the way it's attached, so I'll have to hold it, but I don't want the teeth to sit there and be buzzed by this plate right here as I wind. So the first thing to do, though, is going to be to set the direction correct. And wind the spring up and guide it as it winds. And I see already there's a minor issue here. I don't like the way it's going, so we're going to wind it back down. And we're going to do this with the spring and the loop on the opposite side of the bar. And now you've got a face full of spring here. We're going to put this on this side, like so. It has more room over there. And it will stay flatter much better. As you can see, we're already winding a lot easier than having the hook over here on this side. As it winds up, I can hold that stationary. I don't need that ratchet mechanism to hold it. And I really only need to wind it as far as it needs to go to get the clip on. And the snap you heard would have been the spring repositioning itself on the hook. Alright, now as you can see, the clip, the C-clip is on the spring. So I'm going to change the direction and help guide this clip as it unwinds into it. Also hold that from rotating. The click is taking over now. Okay. Take that off. Remove that. And we now have a clean mainspring and a clean great wheel and count wheel assembly for the strike side, I should say, all ready to go back in the movement. We'll go ahead and reattach the click spring. To its keeper. See, it wants to catch up a little bit there. There we go. Okay, and we can do the same thing for the time side mainspring. There's the time side great wheel hook. Same thing. Make sure it's the right direction. Make sure it catches in the position. I can feel that it's catching. Didn't go on as positively as it did on the strike side, so we'll have to watch this one. It might want to jump a little bit. That. Place the I can actually get this closer to the wheel if I wanted to by loosening this screw up here and moving it over to help pinch the spring tight so it can't flop around as much, and then take this and press it in as far as it'll go to support the spring arbor. Okay. Set this to wind. Keep it from buzzing the gear teeth as it winds up. doing just a little bit of that, but it's nothing major. Okay, just like before, once the C-clip is in position, we can reverse the ratchet on the winder and let the spring down into the clip retainer. Like that, huh? Loosen that and get it out of the way. There we go. Mainspring is bound once again. We'll go ahead and put the click spring back into place, and that's ready to go in the movement. So now, basically, we're ready to start reassembly, and that'll happen in the next video. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you there.